Okay, so I wanted to show you a couple of different options for Padlet to use in your classroom, either as a way for students to ask questions or post comments during a lesson. So you have several different options. So when you log in or create an account, if you don't have one with Padlet, this is what your dashboard looks like. So you can join a Padlet if one already exists. There's a gallery where you can, look at some different ones that have already been made. Or you can click here and make a Padlet. So when you click Make a Padlet, you can start with a blank one, and there are several different options here. You also have templates down here that I think that starting from blank is probably the best. So the first one I want to show you is Canvas. I think this one's pretty neat because you can connect thoughts. So when you start your Padlet, you have different options for your title here and then your description, and then you can choose the wallpaper. You can click more and you can choose whichever one you think is best, or if you want something that's not very distracting. You can also add your own, whatever you are wanting to do. You can choose if you want the posts to be light in background or dark in background. You can choose your font style there. You can choose your icon, which I'll choose this one to show you. It just goes right up here. Then when you get to posting, you want to probably choose display the author name above each post. You want to see who's posting what. I would hope that you wouldn't need this, but you might want to turn it on just in case. Then this collaboration component, it really is a personal preference. Comments, this allows viewers to comment on posts. I'm not sure that I would want to do that in a classroom where you're just asking questions and posting comments. You may want to do that if it's a collaborative effort and you think that other students may be able to answer questions of other kids' things that are posting. So really that's just kind of a personal preference. Same thing with reactions. I think reactions are kind of cool though. You have several different options. You could do the like post so that the viewers can see a post and click on the little heart saying they like it. The star, give them 1 to 5 stars. I would probably do this because it's just a I like it kind of thing. This gives you the address of, or the join code you would give to your kids. But you can also just share the link with them. When you click next, this is going to be important a little bit later on. I wanted to show you how once you have a Padlet complete, you can post it into Schoology, and then you and your students will be able to refer back to it, and you can close off posting so that nobody else can post, but you can still see the posts that were made. Okay, so you want to make sure it's on Can Write to make sure that everybody can post, and then you click next, and then you are ready to start posting. So you can either share here, and you can do the QR code for your students to access the Padlet. You can also get this, copy the link, and you can post that link straight into Schoology, however you choose to share it with your students. So you're going to post a comment, you click on that little plus sign, and then over here is where you would make your post. Now, what's cool about Canvas is when somebody else posts something, I'm just going to do this one, a second one. This connects to. So now I can right click on the post and I can say connect to post. And I want to connect it to this post, I can do that, and then it draws this arrow. So, and you can move it all around and the arrow follows. So you can have your students connecting ideas, you could, as the teacher, create several posts across the top and have them make connections. So that's one option, and I think that one is pretty neat with the arrows and to make connections. Now, on the free version, you can only have a certain number of Padlets, so I have to delete a few of my Padlets so that I can make some more. So the other one I want to show you is the stream. This one is pretty neat, and this is the one that we used when we did tablet or Chromebook rollout, where you were able to post and then I could come back and comment on your posts. So same kind of deal, you know, choose whatever you want your background to be, your wallpaper, and all this good stuff. Okay, so start posting for this one. So and then you can keep, you know, every time a new post happens, then you can do that. But when you come in as a second person, then they can comment on these. And so this is going to keep it in a streamline. So, for example, our rollout from Chromebook rollout. So you can see how it just kept one stream there for you, and other people could comment on that stream. So here's one, and a comment, and a comment, and a comment. Here's somebody else's post, and a comment, and comment. So you could use the stream Padlet if you wanted. So that one's also a good option. I think one of my favorites, though, is the shelf. This one is, I think, really cool because you can create topics, I guess, across the top. And then you could have the kids post underneath those topics. So you're kind of giving them some guidance on where to start. So it makes columns. So you could do, I have a question about you can really do just anything that you want. To get feedback from your students or questions that they may have. So you can really just come up with anything that you want, and then your students will come back and go, okay, I have a question about this. So you could have it as the title, they could put their name. Although one of the options, settings that I would suggest is that you make them log in so the posts are not anonymous, especially if it's, you know, you want to specifically talk to those people. You may want to keep it anonymous if you feel like that would get better responses from your students. And you can always go back and just respond to the posts to answer the questions, or you can just address the entire class. So they can go under and click under each column and add to it. So I think that's probably one of my favorites. Now I wanted to show you how you can turn off posting and then embed this into Schoology so you can go back and refer to it, and your students can go back and refer to it. So up here you click on share, and then we're looking at people and privacy. Right here is where you have access, and it's very similar to the Google stuff. So those with access, right now it says can write, so that means it's open for posting and it's a live Padlet. When you are going to embed it into Schoology for them to just look at, then you want to change it to can read. This means there's posting that's no longer available, but all of the posts that are already there will stay. We're going to go here to share, export, and embed. And so if you click on this, embed in your blog or web page. So you really could do two different things. This one, which would give the full Padlet, and if it was still accepting comments, then it would be live directly in Schoology. This one would just give a preview of it. And then when they click on the preview, it would open up the Padlet in a new browser. So that's really, I think, just a preference. So I'm going to do where the whole Padlet is embedded. So I copy, and then I'm going to go to my Schoology. And I am going to add a page, and then I give it a title. And then to embed it, over here you want to click on these little dots. This is switch to HTML. And then you want to paste in that embedding code and click create. Then here it is, and you can click on it and you can see that it is embedded right in there to be seen. The other option was to embed just like an image of it. So you go back and add a page. And we're going to get this bottom one. Switch to HTML, paste, and create. So the second one looks like this, and it's just like an image of it, and when you click on it, it'll take you to Padlet. So those are both options for embedding it in Schoology. You have some other options. Down here you can save it as a PDF, you can save it as an Excel spreadsheet, you can print it out. So there's several different options. You could just copy the link, paste the link in there, so several different options that you can give your students to go back and look at it later. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions about creating Padlets at all, please don't hesitate to ask.